Hello everybody. Just waiting on Julia finishing. Just waiting for Julia to finish. Right, I'm just going to me on the computer now so that I can see any comments and things from people, I hope. Says she. Dee, dee, dee. I have no idea. Where have I gone? Hello everybody. I'm just trying to figure out on my laptop where this is so that I can see comments, because I'm a bit blind otherwise. Julia's just finishing off over on hers because we're a Sunday morning 3 Amigo. I don't appear to have me on here. How strange. Can you see me and hear me, people? Yes, there's people watching me. So I must be doing whatever I'm doing. Hello, Karen. I can see you're watching. There's all sorts of things coming up here. I wonder. I'm messing with my laptop so as I can see comments and things, because I'm not very good at comments, seeing them on there, because I'm a bit blind really in truth. And having, oh, here we go. I'm going to turn the sound off on here, says she. It's all technical. Okay, there we are. Right, so now I can see comments on there and I can see to you there, and that's all very jolly. Good morning everybody. What have we got? Yes, all clear, thank you. Elaine, Angela, Lisa. I've missed a load that have already gone up. Karen, Anthea. Morning, Anthea. All right, darling. Nice to see you. Or hear you, or know that you're over there. That's a good thing. Margaret, Lish, Sarah. Hello, Julia. Thank you. Lovely half hour worth of gorgeous stuff as ever. Right, just, yeah, so you're all coming across now. Thank you for coming and playing on a Sunday morning. A 3 Amigo morning. Okay. So what have I got for you today? Seamless transfer. Yeah, Wendy, we're getting good at this, aren't we? I'm not going to speak too soon because it'll all go wrong. Right, so I'm hopeful you've all had a lovely week. I was actually going to start mine off this morning by walking around the garden, but it's horrible out there. So we're not going to walk around the garden. We'll save that for another day, because if it's blue skies and loveliness, I thought we'd have some fresh air, but it's not, so we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is show you what I've been working on quickly this week. Add some new fabrics in. And they're rather gorgeous. So, I don't know if you can see that. There we are. We have a new bag design going on. Get rid of that. There we go. Now, new fabrics. Oh, they are just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Now these are Craft Tranquility, I think they're called, but they're basically they're designs from the V&A Museum. So very old, traditional, lovely things going on there. Hopefully you can see that clear enough. Let's get it a bit closer. There we are. That's one of them. And I loved it an awful lot when I saw it, and I had to have, and there were lots of others, but I was a good girl. I only had a couple. Let's not be greedy. And there's the other one there. How gorgeous are they? We like them a lot, and they're actually really, really reasonable price-wise as well, and we like that. So they're over on the website, and they're yeah, they're available half a metre at a time as normal. My website being, by the way, abbyann.com, if you want to go over and have a little look. And I've got a couple of plains there. So that's a Macawa white, one of their solids. But then I did also get from them the plain royal blue, because it's the right tone, and it actually goes with these fabrics perfectly. All right. So I was getting really excited. As I say, it arrived. I had all sorts of other things I was supposed to be doing, but I had to make this instead because I just thought, how gorgeous is that? So I'm then wandering around my studio here trying to find a button, right? Bearing in mind these are very, very specific colours. I was talking to Sharon yesterday. I kept wanting to say, oh, Wedgwood. And of course that's wrong. Spode blues, isn't it? It's that gorgeous. It reminds you of all those lovely ceramics, so Spode. But of course I was wandering around looking for a nice big button. And I couldn't find one in here that was going to do this justice because this is such a stark blue and white. So I had to cover my own. So what I've gone and done, I've done you up a kit, all right, with a pattern. And there's a quick how-to in there of how to do the outside design. And I've put in it a cover your own button. I'll go through that in a minute because I don't know if anybody's ever covered their own buttons before or not. I'm just going to show you that picture there. Okay, now that's the fabric been patchworked before it's been made into a bag. How gorgeous is this going to make as a table runner, a quilt, anything? It's just fab. Things do not have to be complicated design-wise to be gorgeousness. All right, so just bear that in mind. So the fabrics are all available. So I've done a kit with a quick how to do that in order to make your bag. And as I say, that's going to have a button in it as well. But what I've also done with it is I've done up some fat quarter packs. All right. So those are, I think I've put them at £9 today. So you've got 4 fat quarters there. So that's £9 for a metre of fabric. Should be £10.50. So that's just on an offer for a couple of days or as long as the fabric lasts. All right. If you're going to want to make a runner like that, I would suggest at least half a metre of each to make sure you've got borders and things like that, bindings and stuff. I'm just going to say a few things about buttons. I love big buttons. All right. Now, when you can't do your own, when you can't find what you want, you can do your own. So I don't know if anybody's made toys and stuff before and put in the safety eyes. Yeah. So you've got that little stalky bit on the outside and then that goes in and traps your fabric. Once you've put that on there, it ain't coming off. So don't put that on until you're really ready. But in order to get your button covered nicely, what I do, I cut a little circle of wadding or whatever I've got in my bag to cushion that side. And then I cut a bigger circle of fabric. And then I run a running stitch around it, you know, as if you were going to make Suffolk puffs. So around the outside edge, draw it up, put that button bit into the centre of your fabric and it'll all gather up around it. Make sure it's really, really tight. Knot it, stitch it, whatever, and nicely even around the outside edges. And then you can put that on the back and you've got a perfect button for whatever you want. These come in all sorts of sizes, but this is the nice big one that I've used on the bag here. All right, so just as an aside, I'm probably teaching you to suck eggs as normal, but you never know. So yes, so there's the bag and it's got sort of lots of circles and things. It's a nice wide bottom one, so it's good for shopping. Now, I have to say that I've put wadding in it this time. All right. So it's quite floppy. I've stuffed it with things. I've stuffed it with quilts. Oh, I'll show you those in a moment. But I have to say, when I'm doing my bags, I actually prefer, like we did with this, that sits, and that's got Styleville, or you could use a Bozal or some such like that in it. But I just wanted something I could fold away, take with me shopping. All right. This is leading me on to something else here, just while I'm here. No. I stuffed it, because you have to stuff it, you know. And there's pockets in there as well. There's a little pocket there. So I do like a little pocket inside to put my phone in, just in case. Or pens, or like a little long one, deep one. So there we go. So that's the bag. You can probably see it a bit clearer there. All right, so kit's available fabric's available, do whatever else you want with it. So I don't know if you can see here, this quilt top is actually huge. It's 5 down and 4 down, if that makes sense, with a piano keyboarder. That's what I was working on a bit last week, and I finished it this week, the top. That will go off to Carol for quilting at some point, so that's for my niece. So this is done stitch and flip, which is on paper, and I'm teaching this around all the shows this year and such like. But in that bag that was just stuff, because look, this is one I did, oh gosh, there's a date on it, 2015, so he's 10 years old now, that one. So that's the same thing. I'll chuck that on the floor there. And then this one is the same design without all the sashings and borders. So that is, that's just a nice scrappy how do we do. Now, question, folks. I'm just putting this out there as a question, and I would appreciate some feedback. Now, this is done, as I say, I do it on paper, stitch and flip on paper, through paper, foundation piecing, whatever you want to call it. I've written up how to, because that's what I'm teaching around, as I say, in the shows and stuff. But if I did a pack up of the papers that you would need in order to make, because you need, I don't know, that one I needed 20, small ones you need more. If I did up packs with the squares already lined and the how to, would you be interested in it? Is that something that you would purchase? I don't know. It was just a thought, because I know it's quite awkward sometimes if you've not got a printer the right size, because you'd need an A3 printer for that. Or, you know, maybe you've not got a printer at all, maybe you've got to go down. We've got a lovely little shop in town, stationery shop, you have to go and do photocopy in there, except I've got a copier. So it's just a thought. Would that be something you'd be interested in? Right, okay, so that's that. What else have I got going on? Now, as I say, we got the blue fat quarter packs. And over here, can you see these lovelies behind me at the top here? Now, and those, they're all new. But I've done stuff with all of these today. Okay, so we have got, that's 6 fat quarters. All right, so it should be 20 quid, 16 for a couple of days. All right, very gorgeous. These are laundry basket quilts, so Macara Andover. And then I've also done up some 8s. So they're fat 8s. So if you imagine your fat quarter, they're cut across that way, so you've got a fatter one as opposed to a longer one, if that makes sense. So, oh, hang on. What we got here? Yes, with might be yes, yes please, yes, yes. Thank you, folks. That's what I was wanting to hear. Am I off me plot or trolley, or was this a good thing? Thank you. Right, yes. So we've got some fat 8s, half a dozen in there. Should be 10 quid, £8 today. All right. So just a bit of loveliness, really, to do whatever you want with. And actually, how cool would they look in amongst? That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? That'd be a good one. And then we got the greens. So again, we've got 6 fat quarters done up nicely there. So instead of 20, that'd be 16. And we've got some 8s there as well. That green is just gorgeous, isn't it? Green's a funny thing. You either like it or you don't. I love a green. It goes with anything, in truth. If you look at nature, green and anything is good, isn't it? So there we go. So that's some nice little fat 8s again, 10 quid normally, and I think I've got them on at 8 again. All right, I think I might be telling you lies. Go and have a look on my website. If you go in, it's abbyann.com. all right, and if you go into the shop, go into the special section, and you'll find all of these on there, and a couple of bits of patterns and things from previous weeks. There's also a whole load of stuff on the sale page, actually, which are end of bolts and that sort of stuff. Right, yeah, so they're all gorgeousness. This lovely, lovely lot here, Fizz, they're all on the website now, so they're £13 a metre. All of my fabrics are generally sold in half-metre pieces, all right? If you want anything else, just shout me. If you need a fat quarter or a long quarter or something, give me a shout, and I'm sure I can sort it out for you. But it takes a while to put it on the website otherwise. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So there's lots of specials, lots of things. Now, what else have we got going on? I've got a little list here. Blue and white. We've done blue and white. We've done the Andovers and the laundry basket. That's good. Oh, Fizz. I was just saying about Fizz. So they're all on the website. I've not done anything special with them yet because I said this fortnight ago and I've been busy and I've not got there. I've got a new template from Handy Andy that I need to do some samples with and make sure it's working in my head as well as in practical. And I'm intending using those lovely pastel-y ones behind me for that. So watch this space if I get them done. That will be good. Put that to one side because I'm actually still busy doing all of the samples for the shows, Belfast being the main one. Now, I'll keep on about it. Because I'm doing it by hand, it's taking an awful long time. It's crazy patchwork. So something like this is what we're doing, except it's all pinks, the one that I'm working on in the house. Now, this one was done by machine. So, of course, that can be done quite quickly. And it's a back. So it's a nice sort of an anything. So that's what we're going to be doing, except we're doing it all by hand. Traditional, so there's lots of lace and so that's how come I haven't done all the other things I should be doing, because I need to get these done for the end of the month, plus a couple of other samples. Now, question. All right, now again, this is one that I'm going to be teaching around the shows, Belfast being the main one, first one, and I'm going to put this as a pattern. Now, a question. All right, this is a new little design. He's my octopus. And he's made from shadow applique, so where you trap, I wouldn't say motifs, so bits of fabric, you trap them onto a background with a nice sheer over the top and do lots of stitching. So I got a bit carried away and I decided I wanted to make something that you could perhaps hang in the window and see through. Except you can see me through that. How's that? Does that look like something fun? So he's just floating and it's just like, he's in the sea, isn't he? Floating up and down. You could put him on the window and hang him up and down. Or you could actually put a border or something around him and have him trapped as a see-through something. So that's just my latest little design. I have done that. And of course, that's all by hand because that's another class. But I will be putting him out as bigger as well because I think he's rather gorgeous. So we're going to have octopi with, could you see his eyes? His eyes are really cute. I love his eyes. So yeah, so that's another thing that I've been doing this week. So watch this space for that as well. So we've got several things that are going to be coming up. Now, what else have I done? What's the time anyway? Oh, we're 17 minutes past. Have we got any comments going on here? Love Patchwork Bake. Thank you. Cute. Ooh, nice. Oh, nice top. Yeah, Denise, it is a nice top. You've got one as well, I believe. Oh, he's beautiful, fabulous, cute, lovely ladies. That's what I want to hear. Is it or isn't it something that we might do? So I'm going to do him a bit bigger as a proper something. I fancy he might be good on like a cushion or something. We could have a series of octopi and stuff. Any ideas? We could do all sorts there. Now, those of you that have followed me for a long time are probably aware that on Facebook, on my page, I've also got a group attached to it. I've got loads of groups attached to it, so all the mystery quilt groups are attached to it. But I've got one that's called Patchwork Witterings of Abby Ann. Now, Patchwork Witterings as a group was started 5 years ago. It came up in my memories this week. I started it on the first day of lockdown 5 years ago. And every day I would come in here and I would make a block or do something, and I'd do a little video for everybody and got everybody working and doing all over the place. There was a whole load of stuff going on at the time. It's now slowed down a bit, but we've actually made, I think we're into quilt number 12 from all sorts of bits and things and stuff, yeah? So it came up, as I say, in my memories, it's 5 years. Hard to believe. So we've got a little bit of a competition going on in the group. So if you want to go and join the group, please do. The group is called Patchwork Witterings of Abby Ann, because I'm very good at wittering at you, aren't I? And all you've got to do is go on and find my post that says it's anniversary and that sort of stuff. And all you need to do is comment underneath. Put your name in or make a comment or whatever you want to do. And there was a bag of stuff left from last week's ones. It's a freebie. All right, so on Wednesday, I'll go through and we'll have a bit of a draw and see who's going to get that nice bag of. We've got 3 meters of fabric. There's patterns in there. There's unpickers. There's a tin of something. I can hear it rattling. Could be a pair of scissors in there even. I'm not sure. But anyway, so there's a bag of stuff. So Patchwork Witterings of Abby Ann. Please do go over and join in. Now the group itself, yes, you've got all sorts of free patterns and stuff in there. If you go into files, no, it's not into files, it's into albums, you'll find everything. But it's there really for you to show what you're doing. Ask any questions and sort of utilise it. It's not an advertising platform, except you'll get me chucking things at you. But use it for what you're doing. Yes, that would be really nice. Now, I'm just looking back at comments here. Seahorse. Yeah, we've done seahorses before, haven't we? We could do a nice seahorse. That would be good. Fabulous octopus. Cute. Thank you, ladies. That's looking a good positive then on the octopi. What's the time anyway? 10:20. I've been witching at you for 20 minutes already and I don't even realise it, see? I don't know if that's good or not. Right. Let me just go through my little list. I've got a little list. It's actually quite a long list. It goes around the other side. But that's because my writing's big because I haven't got my glasses on. Right, so the bag kit. Yeah, we've done that. 3 Amigos retreat. I think Julia said earlier we've got a couple of spaces left on that. We are going to have a bit of a giggle. Julia's making a bag. And she showed you, I think, the block that she's going to be doing for that. I'm going to be doing machine reverse plique, which is what I'm sort of known for. So we've got a couple of different designs to do that, and there'll be kits available if you want to take part. Yeah, I wrote a book once upon a time. Did you know that? Machine reverse plique. Good fun. Very different. What the hell? It seemed like a thing to do at the time. So yeah, so the 3 Amigo retreat, which is the 28th of April to the 1st of May. There's a couple of spaces left. So if anybody's interested, you can shout myself or Andy or whatever you want to do. Just let us know pretty quick because we're closing it off, I think, fairly soon. Andy has more info than the rest of us because we didn't delegate it to him, but he landed up doing it, which is fabulous. What else have I got to tell you? Oh, Pitlochry retreat. So this is one that I'm running in Scotland, and that's going to be the 16th to the 20th of June, and we're going to have a bit of fun. It's a fabulous venue. If anybody knows the area, it's gorgeous. So yeah, so that's available. If you want more details of that, let me know. All right. Somebody didn't know that, Abby. I'm not sure what it was that you didn't know, Sarah Jane. Tell me, but there we are. Sorry, I was just noticing here. Ideas, Denise, ideas. Yeah, thank you. She's gone through all the emojis and given me a whole list of ideas. Shame I have to work. Oh, maybe the Pitlochry one you could come to instead. Right, so we've done the giveaway. Mystery quilt. Right, so those of you that know or don't know, I run a mystery quilt once a year, and we're partway through it. You can still join in. It's not a problem. We can soon get the patterns to you if you want to join in. All right. Those of you who are actually doing the mystery quilt, can I just say that month 3 has come out to you this weekend, or Thursday I posted it, I think. Can you make sure you have a little look in it, please, in your patterns, because you need to tell me what do you want to put as your centerpiece. So the mystery quilt this year is lots of blocks and stuff going on. Not telling you what, but it's starry. And the centre, you get a choice of what centre medallion you want. All right, so there's a choice between a Tree of Life, different to the one that I've already done that is on my Facebook page. Koi Flow, so there's lots of kois going on and stuff. And Orca Yang, all right. So you need to choose between those 3 what you want to put in the centre, so that next month I can send you the right pattern to make your quilt. So anybody out there watching, can you just have a little look and make sure you check that, please? All right. If anybody does want to join us, shout me and I'll give you more details. All right. It's shaping up to be a lovely, lovely quilt. It's actually gone off for long arming because I haven't got time to quilt these days. And if I do quilt, I like hand quilting. I ain't got time. I'm too busy doing crazy patchwork at the minute anyway. So it's gone off to Sarah Ambleside Quilting to be long armed. So I'm waiting for that to come back. That would be really quite cool. Right, what we got on going on here? Love the blue and white fabric. We have blue Italian dinner service. Oh yeah, it's classic somehow, isn't it? That blue and white. And as I was told yesterday, Spode, I keep thinking Wedgwood, and I knew it wasn't right because the Wedgwood is a softer blue, isn't it? Same tone, but a softer blue. But it's the Spode. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. So, quick recap for you because we're getting on in time. We're going to be handy Andy soon. So, there we are. There's one there. And there's another one there. Now, they are V&A Museum, so they're from Victoria and Albert Museum design, so they're very, very old and traditional, but gorgeous patchwork weight fabric, 100% cotton, obviously. All right, so they're available. The correct blue plain to go with those, so it's the right tone and looks fabulous with it, so that's now available. All of these are over on my website, abbyand.com. And then I've got a lovely white there, which is and it goes with it. Do you know there's so many whites? It's unbelievable. But that one works really quite well. So that's a Macawa white to go with it. All right. So they're all available over on the website. There are fat quarter packs available if you just want to have a little play. All right. There are kits to make the bag. I've thrown the bag on the floor. Excuse me 1 minute. Okay. So here we go. Here's the bag. All right. So he's rather gorgeous. Quick design there to go around the outside with it. Nice little closure there, and then your nice big fat button. All right, so the button is a self-cover one, so you have to cover it yourself. Unless you've got one that's going to work really well with it, but that will come in your kit as well. Somewhere. What have I done with that? Oh, there we go. So there's your button there. All right. So in the pattern, you can see I've put a picture of what the base fabric looked like before I made the bag, because as a table runner or a quilt, anything, I think that is just, it's gorgeous. I actually wanted to go back and make another one, but I didn't have enough time before today to do that. So it's all suggestions, and if you're going to have a go at that, I'd get yourself sort of 1/2 metre of each of the patterns and put with your planes. Yeah. What time are we? We're 27, so we're nearly time to go. We've got fat quarters, fat eighths in those gorgeousness. Fat quarters, fat eighths in those gorgeousnesses. There's lots of lovely things. If you go onto the website, abbyand.com, have a look in specials, because there's lots of things going on in the specials, so lots of good prices. And then if you look in the sale bit, there's lots of ends and bolts and stuff going on, so that might be interesting. I'm quickly recapping, because I'm very aware that Andy will be due on. Andy over at Crafty UK, so don't forget you have to transfer off from me and go and see Andy and see what he's got on offer today. All right, as a part of the 3 Amigos Sunday morning lives. We do this every 2 weeks, so 2 weeks time we'll see what else we got available for you. Don't forget there's a giveaway over in Patchwork Witterings of Abby Ann. You do need to be a member of the group, so you need to go in. It's open to anybody. Join up and then have a little look through the posts and find the one that says about our 5-year anniversary, and pop your name in there, and you'll go in for the draw on Wednesday. Okay, right, what else have we got going on here? Oh, enjoying the mystery quilt, thank you. Love the blue and white fabric. There we go. Fabulous. Right, so where are we? We're 28 minutes past. Right, what else can I tell you about just quickly? We like the octopi, so we'll be doing, look at him. Oh, we'll be doing another proper pattern for him, and that's just a little one sample of what we're doing at the shows. That there's what I've been doing all week, but a different colourway. I'll show you that next week. Hopefully it'll be done. And then this was the other question, which was about these lovely stitch and flip blocks. Do you want packs of papers printed so that with an instruction pattern, basically, to make these sorts of quilts? Right, so I'll just show you briefly. That's what it looks like when you don't put all the sashings and things in. And this is one, you can tell I like this. This is 10 years ago. Yeah. It's one of my favourite designs. It uses everything up. Odds and sods. Or you can be really formal with it. If you prefer something a little bit more formal. If you can't cope with the randomness of things, do love a random, then they can be done as a formal design. Right, okay, so what time are we? Well, bye. Off to see Andy, everybody. All right, have a lovely, lovely week. Thanks for watching. I'm going to finish.